been in love. You know that feeling? When someone consumes your thoughts, when you'd do anything for them, when you lose yourself completely in another person. What if the pain, the rejection, the heartbreak, what if all of that was completely avoidable? In the next 7 minutes, you'll learn what love actually is, and your relationships will never be the same. But what if I told you that you've been doing love wrong your entire life? What if the pain, the rejection, the heartbreak, what if all of that was completely avoidable? In the next 7 minutes, you'll learn what love actually is, and your relationships will never be the same. Let's talk about the pain. Because love, real, devastating love, hurts like nothing else on earth. You meet someone, and suddenly they become your entire world. You do everything for them. You change who you are to fit their expectations. You diminish yourself, your dreams, your needs, all because you love them. You convince yourself that this is what love means: sacrifice, devotion, complete surrender of yourself. And then rejection comes. They don't feel the same way. They leave, they betray your trust, and you're left shattered, asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Why wasn't I enough? Why did I sacrifice everything and still lose them? The pain is unbearable. You feel abandoned. You feel worthless. You tell yourself you'll never love again. This kind of love, this kind of pain, it's too much to bear. Millions of people suffer like this, in relationships that drain them, in unrequited love that destroys them, in connections where they've completely abandoned themselves. Here's what nobody tells you about love. It has nothing to do with self-sacrifice or breaking yourself to fit someone else. Love isn't about losing your identity. Love isn't about total self-abandonment or endless compromise. This is the lie that's been sold to you. The truth is radical. Love is fundamentally about your needs. Yes, yours. Every human being has emotional needs. The need to feel valued, to be heard, to be supported, to be understood, to feel secure. Love is when another person becomes a partner in fulfilling those needs. It's not about them completing you, it's about them supporting you. It's not about losing yourself, it's about finding someone who helps you become more fully yourself. When you choose a partner from this place, from your own wholeness, from clarity about your needs, not from desperation or fear of being alone, everything changes. Love becomes a choice, not a compulsion. It becomes an exchange of support, not a one-way sacrifice. It's healthy interdependence, not codependence. And here's the revolutionary part. When both people are coming from this place of self-knowledge and healthy boundaries, love becomes safe, sustainable, and real. I completely reconsidered what love meant to me. I stopped viewing relationships as my salvation and started viewing them as a partnership between two whole people. I examined all my previous relationships and I saw the pattern. I had been abandoning myself, seeking validation in another person, terrified of abandonment. I changed my approach entirely. I stopped trying to be the perfect partner. I stopped bending, breaking, and reshaping myself. I started identifying my actual needs, not my fears, but my real emotional needs. I started setting boundaries. I began choosing partners based on whether they supported my growth, not whether they made me feel less alone. My perception of love transformed completely. I realized that true love isn't suffocating. It's liberating. It doesn't demand self-sacrifice. It demands self-respect. I made a decisive choice. I would only enter relationships where I remained fully myself and where the other person did too. I developed the courage to walk away from connections that were draining me, even when I loved the person. And I learned the most important skill: how to love myself first, so I could love others from a place of strength, not desperation. Now I can experience love differently. Real love. The kind that doesn't hurt. The kind that heals. Everything has changed. My relationships have become sources of joy instead of sources of anxiety. I'm no longer waiting for the other person to validate me, because I finally validate myself. I'm free from the fear of abandonment because I know I can take care of myself. I'm deeply grateful. grateful that I was heard enough to finally question everything I believed about love. That pain became my greatest teacher. I'm free from the desperation, the manipulation, the self-abandonment that characterized my past relationships. I've developed an essential new skill: the ability to recognize my own worth independent of another person's feelings toward me. I've learned to love with openness, but also with wisdom. To connect deeply, but also with healthy boundaries. Here's your immediate actionable advice. Starting today, make a list of your core emotional needs. Not your wants, your actual needs. Do you need to feel heard, valued, supported in your growth? Do you need independence, adventure, stability? Write them down. Then ask yourself, is your current relationship meeting these needs, or are you sacrificing them? The answer will guide you. Love begins with knowing yourself. Everything else follows from there. This is how you find real love, by first becoming real yourself. You deserve love that doesn't require you to disappear. You deserve a partner who supports your growth, not someone who demands your sacrifice. Now go find it. Or better yet, go become it for yourself first. Subscribe our channel, where we give only practical and working tools for emotional well-being.